So today's been a very long awaited day. Today we're actually going to be installing my repods. Sorry for the lack of videos lately. My DSLR actually broke and it's in for repairs right now. And I have no idea when I'm going to get it back. So I'm just using my GoPro right now. So that's probably why the video quality is not the best and the audio is not the best as well. I'm sorry about that. So I just want to thank all the new subscribers that actually subscribed to my channel. We actually grew pretty quickly in the last couple of videos. We hit 200 subscribers now. And I just want to thank all of you for actually liking, commenting on my videos. It actually means a lot to me. I just want to thank you for 200 subscribers. I hope you guys really enjoy this video. These are my freshly painted repods. A friend of mine actually painted them. Pretty cheap actually. The paint matches pretty well. There's bad lighting here. The paint matches pretty well. I don't know if you guys can see that properly. Lighting's probably a bit off. I'm sorry about that. So what I'm thinking about using, so basically I've got these little but like just have these little threaded clip things, little clips. And I also have a bolt as well. I'm going to use a long bolt because it has to go through the repod and so the rebar as well. So I've got a long bolt as well. I don't know if these are going to work, but they should. But they fit. Putting the clips onto each probably section, and for the back I'm just going to drill through with probably just with a Phillips screw. And to actually hold it in place, I'm just going to use some clamps. I've got two. I might use some ties as well for the other side because I don't think I have enough clamps for it. All my screws and stuff, they are I just grabbed them from home. Basically, all you want is like really long screws. But yeah, I'll update you guys once I start putting the repods on. Alright, so I'm sorry for the dog yet again. The dog is really annoying, as always. So basically, I've just drilled holes into the rebar so it can sit like now perfectly. It wasn't that hard. I just marked it out with a Sharpie on the inside of the bumper where I would like to drill and where on this would fit perfectly. So it's all like personal preference, I should say. The drills came out really nice. I think the bolt I need to paint them black or something like that. But yeah, the fitment is really nice and tight. Once I drill them down, like once I tighten them more, it will sit really nicely. But just as now, it's just these two bolts are bolted in. I just need to do one on that side, and then I need to take it off and then flex it on, and then hold it down with some ties and some other stuff. I've actually put this first pod on. It took me longer than I expected, only because it's my first time doing it and I had no idea how to tackle it. But it's on now. Once it's fully dried, I'll show you guys like all the bolts and stuff where I put them and like how I flex it on and stuff like that. And if it's windy and you can't hear me, I'm sorry. I'll give you guys a bit of a look. So basically I've just got the tie there with a bit of microfiber there, just holding the corners in where the high points were, just so the flex can like stick in there. I didn't bother this much putting a protective thing here. It's looking really good, and I can't wait till like fully dries. So I actually decided to take the wheel off and jack the car up a bit, so it gives me more room to drill into the inside of the bumper, which is just this section here. It will be hard enough just to get a drill into there and drill in, but underneath is fine. You don't really have to jack it up. Just to drill into these. What I found is that once I drill into the bumper first, I measure out where I want to drill into it first. I basically just drill into the bumper first, then I get a bit of toothpaste and put it into the holes that's on the bumper. Place the pod on, and then press it against the toothpaste. And once I press it against the toothpaste, I take it off and get a small drill bit and go straight through the pod with the drill. So I have the holes aligned perfectly. Once that's done, you can bolt it in. Once it's bolted in, it will stay in there firmly, and you have to adjust it a bit because sometimes above here it can go up higher and lower. Once you loosen them bolts there, you can lower that down and tighten it up. The line lines up, And after that, you do have to drill here, straight through the bumper, right around here, and straight through the pod as well, using the same method for the inner side of the guard. And from that, after that, you probably just wipe it down and Sikaflex it on. What I did is I put all the Sikaflex over the top. So basically, I'll show it here, all along the top edge, all there, down here, all along here, and also here. Once you put it on, you will realize that both this corner and this corner here both stick out more, so that's why I have the tires there, just drying them, putting them on, so like while the Sikaflex dries, just do a glump here, a glump there, and a line across there along the edges. Not too thick, so when you put it on, it doesn't like go over the edges and stuff. So what I'm doing now is I've taken the wheel off, I've jacked it up already, as you saw. Fuck, I'm dropping everything. What we have to do is drill two holes here, using just a drill and a drill bit, just using long ones as well, so they can go through the fiberglass and the bumper. My hands are black because of the Sikaflex. I'm gonna do one just about here and one just about there, and then once I get that done, I can put toothpaste on each of the holes, just a little bit, and then put the pot onto here. And once I put the pot on here, I'll take it off and then I'll drill it. Alright, so I've done my hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, there you can. There you go. So there's my first hole. And then after that, you gotta drill one down here, and I'll show you guys that now. So my neighbor is actually doing his lawn right now, but I would still give you guys a little bit of update if you guys can hear me. If not, I'll just do it again in post. So basically, I've just drilled in there and there, basically what I showed you before. Okay, so for the back section here, so this part doesn't flop around everywhere, like it's not moving now, I'm doing pressure. As you can see, it's moving a bit because I still haven't Sikaflexed it yet, but it's not too bad. So basically, I've just got a drill bit and drilled out that little section and drilled through the bar as well, as you can see. So it goes through the pod and through the bumper as well, going straight up. I'm going to put a knot over that too so it doesn't move and can't fall out. But basically, yeah, I used the same size drill bit as the bolt. So that's about it for now. I'm just going to take it off and Sikaflex it and put it all back together and then hold it down, and it should be all sweet. So I've taken the pod back off, I've cleaned the surface now. I need to go over it one more time. Now I'm just going to just put some Sikaflex along the edges, and I'll show you that right now. So I'll show you guys after I'm finished with the Sikaflex around the edges and what that looks like, so you guys can have a little bit of a reference of how to actually do it. So as you can see, I have to be really quick now. It's drying pretty quickly. Basically, I've gone along the edges pretty substantially. Gone along the edges and put 2-3 globs there. That's about all you need, and especially here as well. And then after that, stick it on quickly and then bolt it up, and then bring the car down after you put the wheel back on, and get some stockies or put like some clamps like what I've did over there, so you can hold it on while it's drying. Alright, so I've got my camera back, and as you guys can see, it's a bit better quality. I am wearing a different shirt. That's because it's a new day. This is about exactly pretty much a week later since I've done the repot install. Just wanted to wait a little bit to see how they actually hold it up in like weather. It's been raining for the last couple of days, my car's a bit dirty now. All I can say is that they've been holding up really, really well. The fitment's pretty much perfect ever since I took the wheels off and clamps off so it could actually dry and stuff. But yeah, I'll show you guys what they look like now. So as you can see, the fitment's pretty nice. There's no really major defects in the product. I bought these pods from JSI probably around 5 months ago, and I just didn't have time to put them on or paint them or anything. But I found the perfect time to do it, and they came out really nice. And as you can see, the paint matches really well, as I said in the first half of my video. So the only real problem is basically this part here. You can see a little bit of the Sikaflex, but I can take that off. But the only problem here is that I didn't put that much Sikaflex on this section right here, so it's a bit floppy right there. The whole thing is very stable. I I'm pulling it up really hard right now, and there's no movement whatsoever. And the bolts as well are still in there. They haven't moved after the week. But yeah, there's a bit of a little tiny gap there. But the only real problem is this little tiny gap, which is a defect in the pod. I do have it in the original OEM spot it's meant to be in, which is where it's meant to be inside this little crease here, right here. So I just had like photos as reference to see where I actually need to put them for like OEM fitment and stuff. I just used a couple of mates' photos that they've sent me and what I've had a look at myself on all these different forums and the other pictures that I've actually had a look at with the repods. I feel like I did a really good job. So for my first ever attempt at doing repods or anything like bodywork, this is probably the best I've ever done, being my first time. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it really helped you guys understand more about the repod and how to install them on S15s. Because I had some people messaging me saying do a repod install. So here it is, I did it. There are tons more videos now. I have my DSLR back. But yeah, stick around for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.